Hi guys, today I show you my top 10 anime where popular girl like unpopular guys. Enjoy show. Let's go. Masamune-kun Revenge. When Masamune Makabe was a child, he was rejected by a rich, beautiful girl named Aki Adakaki, who gave him the nickname Piggy for being overweight. Devastated, Masamune put great effort into working out to improve his appearance. Now a handsome yet narcissistic high school student, Masamune is determined to exact revenge. He will have Aki fall madly in love with him and ultimately reject her the next time they meet. To his surprise, Masamune discovers he has transferred into Aki's school, setting his plan into motion. Masamune first begins to form a relationship with the brutal princess, but despite his effort, fails miserably at his initial attempts. Shockingly, when Masamune finally progresses towards his vengeance, he receives a mysterious letter addressing him by his old nickname. Unless Masamune discovers the sender identity, his plan is doomed before its event starts. My teen romantic comedy snafu. Ichiman Hakigai is an apathetic high school student with narcissistic and semi-nihilistic tendencies. He firmly believes that joyful youth is nothing but a farce, and every who say otherwise is just lying to themselves. And a novel punishment for writing an essay marking mother social relationships. Hachiman's teacher forced him to join the Volunteer Service Club, a club that aims to extend a helping hand to any student who seeks the support in achieving their goals, with the only other club member being the beautiful ice queen Yukina Yukinashita. Hachiman finds himself on the front line of other people's problems, a place he never dreamed he will be, as Hachiman and Yukina use the wits to solve many students' problems, while Hachiman's routine view of society proved to be a hindrance or a tool he can use to his adventure. My little monster. Shazuki Mizutani is apathetic towards his classmates, only caring about her grades. However, the cold wave of life begins to change when she meets Haru Yoshida, a violent troublemaker who stopped attending class after getting into a fight early in the school year. He is not much different from her, though he too understands little about human nature and does not have any friends. Much to Shizuku's surprise, he proclaims that he will be his friend and immediately confesses his feelings towards her upon meeting her because of her lack of friends and social interaction. Shizuka has a hard time understanding his relationship with Haru, but slowly their friendship begins to progress and she discovers that there is more to Haru than violence. She begins to develop feelings for him, but is unsure what kind of emotion he is experiencing. Together, Shizuka and Haru explore the true nature of their relationships and emotions. Toradora. Ruji Takuso is a gentle high school student with a love for housework, but in contrast to his kind nature, he has an intimidating face that often gets his labeled as a delinquent. On the other hand is Taiga Aisaka, a small, doll-like student who is anything but a cute and fragile girl, equipped with a wooden katana and feisty personality. Taiga is known throughout the school as the Pump-Top Tiger. One day, an embarrassing mistake causes the two students to cross paths. Ruji discovers that Taiga actually has a sweet side. She has a crush on the popular vice president, Yusaki Kitamura, who happens to be his best friend, but things only get crazier when Ruji reveals that he has a crush on Minori Kushida, Taiga's best friend. Toradora is a romantic comedy that follows this odd duo, and they embark on a quest to help each other with their respective crushes, forming an unlikely alliance in the process. The world is still beautiful. In the Sun Kingdom, sunshine is part of its synthesis everyday life, and rain is something that they have never even heard of. However, in a faraway land called the Ray Dukedom, the water is reversed, and everybody has the power to create a rain with their voice. Livius Ifrika has conquered the Enterworld and expanded the Sun Kingdom's influence. In the 3 short year sense, he was crowned king. Upon learning about the powers to create rain, Livius decides to marry Nyx Remisor, one of the princes of the Rain Dukedom. Toisai, who is outside the Sun Kingdom, have spread a rumor that Livius is a cruel, ruthless, and tyrannical ruler, and as worth to reach the princess. She begins to prepare himself for the worst, but when she finally meets her fiancé, Nyx discovers that he is an entirely different person from what she originally expected. Golden time. Due to a tragic accident, Ben Ritanda is struck with amnesia, dissolving the memories of his hometown and past. However, after befriending Mitsuya Nigasawara, he decides to move on and begin a new life, a love school in Tokyo. But just as he is beginning to adjust to his college life, the beautiful Kou Kakaga dramatically barges into Benry's life, and their chance meeting marks the beginning of an unforgettable year. After having a glimpse of college life, Benry learns that he is in a new place and a new world, a place where he can be reborn. To have new friends, fall in love, makes mistakes and grow. And as he begins to discover who he was, domestic girlfriend. In the teenage year, few things can hurt people more than the hurt edges that come with unrequited love. Such in the case for Natsuo Fuji, who has found himself interested by his school ever cheerful teacher Hina. Deflated by this unreachable desire, Natsuo humors his friends and attends a mixer. There he meets Rui, a girl who has lack of excitement, rivals that of himself. After bonding over the mutual awkwardness, Rui takes Natsuo to her house and asks him to have sex with her, hoping that the experience will stop her friend from treating her like a clueless child. With his hopeless feeling towards Hina still on his mind, Natsuo hesitantly agrees. However, before he even has a chance to process this experience, Natsuo's father drops a major bombshell. He is getting remarried, and his new wife, Tsukio Tachibana, is coming over enough to meet Natsuo, as if there was not enough of a shock. Her dangerous and in turn, Natsuo's new sisters are Hina and Rui Tachibana, the woman he is in love with and the girl with whom he shared his third night. Now, Natsuo must come to terms with the feelings. Orange. Naho Takamiya's first day of her sophomore year of high school is off to an easy start. After waking up late, she receives a strange letter addressed to her. However, the letter is from herself 10 years in the future. At first, Naho is skeptical of the news. Yet, after witnessing several events described to take place, she realizes the letter really is from her 26-old. The note details the Naho's future life is filled with regrets, and she hopes that her younger self can correct the mistakes that were made in the past. The letter also warns her to keep a close eye on the new transfer student, Kakeru Naruse. Naho must be especially careful in making decisions involving him, as Kakeru is not around in the future, with the letter as her guide. Naho now has the power to protect Kakeru before she comes to regret it once more. Just because, as another school's years begins driving to a close, the 3 years high school students move tenderly toward the next milestone of their lives, graduation. Among them Mio Natsume, a girl burdened with lingering feelings, Kazuki Morikawa, a member of the concert band but distant from the others, and Haruta Souma, an athlete obsessed with baseball. Meanwhile, second-year student Yanakami seeks to revive the photography club to its former glory, refusing to let the organization be disbanded. While this group lack a strong connection with one another, their lives suddenly cross paths with the arrival of the third-year transfer student. While a transfer so close to graduation is unusual for most, it is business for usual for Ilta Izumi. Due to his father's work, he has never been able to stay in one place for very long, but his luck would have it. Their most recent relocation has returned Eita to his hometown for his final semester of high school. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please subscribe my channel and comment this video. My name is Ben, see you later, good luck!